I'm back, a little shop update. Got the short bed inside. Started my wet sand process. It's a long process. Like I said in my previous videos, I'm not a body man or a paint man. I didn't paint this truck. My buddy who I got the shop with, he did all the paint work. He made me do my own body work, so the body work on this truck is not perfect by any means, but it's good enough for me. I'm happy with it. So I'm at 1,000 grit right now. I started with 800 in some spots, working my way up to 3,000. As you can still see, I got some spots where you see the shiny spots at. Those are spots I need to go back over. You can see a spot here in the body line, this dog leg. So those spots I gotta still go back over with 1,000 grit. Trying to get it all to look like this, all dull. You can see here I still got some low spots. I gotta lower that down, get it all knocked out. I started with 800 in a few spots where I had a few heavy runs in the clear and some heavy trash. Then I worked my way up to 800. You can see here, this is where some trash was in the paint. I gotta still focus a little bit more on these areas, knock all of that down flat. I'm using a palm sander with the sandpaper that has the little sticky stuff on it, hook and loop sandpaper. They make wet sandpaper for that. So I'm doing some of that, and I'm doing some of it by hand. These areas here, I'm gonna block this a little down, a little more, so it's nice and flat and smooth. You can see I got, the shiny spots here I still gotta go over. But it's coming along, YouTube. It's a long process. This is why good paint jobs cost a lot of money. I was fortunate enough to have a good friend who, this is his forte. He went to school for it, everything. So, he painted the truck for me. But, I'm happy with the results. Like I said, I did my own body work, so it's not perfect, but it's coming together. Still got a lot right here. Got to go back over. Got my parts in, some of them. Going with the all black mesh grill in the front. These are my new vents. The vents go back here for the cab vents. My old ones were dry rotted and leaking, so I got new cab vents. Got new tail lights. Euro style tail lights with the white diffusers in them. Got the matching headlights and fog parking running lights, I guess they're called, to go with them. I got the LED third brake light for up there. These will all be, they'll be lightly smoked. And the tail lights as well, and the third brake light, they'll all be lightly smoked. I'm also gonna order, they make a LED tailgate. I guess they call it a cap. It bolts into these bolt holes here. It's 4 bolt holes, and it goes over the back, but it has a LED third brake light built into it. So it'll work with your turn signal, your brake light, and it also has a LED reverse light in it as well. I haven't hit the bed yet. I'm focusing on the cab right now. Get the whole cab knocked out, and then I'll start on the bed. But yeah, it's coming along. It's a slow process. We also got the hood on the Charger that we just did. The Hellcat swap on. Got the nice aftermarket fiberglass hood on there. It's very little clearance between the supercharger and the underside of the hood, but it fits on there. It looks good. So that's coming together. We started messing with the wiring for the tail lights and the third brake light. So extended those wires out, made sure everything is working. Now we just got to go back through and solder all of the wires and heat shrink them and get all of that taken care of. But yep, it's coming along, YouTube.